Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gianluca Esposito, and I will present some of our study on the development of unsupported gait in children with autism. And this is a study that has been run in two different centers in Italy, the University of Trento, in Trento, and at Fondazione Stella Maris in Pisa. And I want to spend 25 seconds of my time showing you a little video, if you can start. And I want you to focus on the upper limb of these two kids. They belong to the same family, and they have about 30 months of age. And their mothers are two sisters, and they have almost exactly the same age. And what is really interesting in this video is that one of the two of them, 1 year after this video was taken, received a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. Now, you don't need to have a clinical eye to have noticed that one of the two kids had a very strange gait and show some abnormality in the gait. And the kids, in fact, with a red short, was after this video was taken, received a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. So the idea behind our study is, can we use movement as an early marker of autism spectrum disorder? And actually there is a big controversy in the literature about this point, because movement is not one of the clinical symptoms that the current diagnostic criteria includes for the diagnosis. But we do think that if really movement can be considered as a biomarker, it would be really interesting, because in some way movement does not depend on either social or linguistic development. So it can provide us the opportunity to have some very early marker for the disease. And another point why movement could be in some way implicated in autism is because one of the areas that is commonly related to autism spectrum disorder is cerebellum, that, as we know, cerebellum plays a major role in the motor control and motor action. But we should also bear in mind something really important, and is that some study, also one of our previous studies, showed that movement, it's important in some as an early biomarker of autism, but probably it's not that universal. So we can think that there is a specific subgroup of children with the autism spectrum disorder that does show very early in life some disorder in movement. And for this, the study I want to briefly present now was on the first unsupported gait in autism. The aim of our study was to study the gait at the age of working autonomy. And for doing this, we needed to do some retrospective video analysis. And we analyzed gait in 55 toddlers, and 20 with autistic disorder, 20 with typical development, and 15 with developmental delay, but not a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder. And the mean age for the three group for reaching the working autonomy was 13 months. Although the autistic children in our group reached the working autonomy slightly later, there were no significant difference in the age of working autonomy. And then what we did was that we selected a video taken from parents, and then we analyzed this video doing a frame-by-frame analysis and using two instruments. The first one was the working observation scale that does analyze movement considering three main axes: the upper limbs movement, the lower limbs movement, and the general movement. And then we analyzed another instrument, the Esco Walkman movement notation, that was first used by Teidelbaum and colleague in 2004, that analyzed the symmetry in movement. And those are some of the results. The first results is regard the data we obtained with the working observation scale, and we found that there were differences between children with autism spectrum disorder and the two metric control group, both for the foot movements and for the upper limbs movement. But interestingly, we were not able to find some general movement difference, and this data agree with some of the reports that do not find big difference in the general movement. And then the next result was related to the asymmetry, the postural asymmetry, and we did found difference between the autistic disorder group and the true matching control group. So our results do agree with some of the literature that say that there are some specific motor disturbances in children with autism, and especially we can think about the postural asymmetry, and we may relate this problem with some cerebral dysfunction that have been reported in literature. And thanks for your attention.